Hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. We are hanging out at the Lonely Cabin, the Lonely Lake Cabin, and there's a bear right there. I decided to sprint over here at the end of the last episode, and now we're pretty cold, but frankly, I think I'm actually going to keep moving, because I've explored this cabin, and the bear is actually not as close as I thought it was, so we're going to head this way and see what we find along the way. There could be some cattails to pluck really quick, which is always good. Not as likely that we're going to see any wildlife, but there's always an opportunity. There's always a chance, so keep my eyes peeled for that as well. Any cattails? None.
Oh, I could eat anything right now.
You've got plenty of food. Chill out. Anything in there? No. Alright, so we're going to pop into this cabin. These two are burned out, but this is the one that I was looking at much earlier. This cabin appears green from a distance. It's a weird visual thing that's been happening for the last couple of iterations of the game. And so that's why I was staring at it in the last episode for the longest time. Like, is that standing or is it not? Because that cabin's not supposed to be green. And there are some models for burned out huts in the Long Dark that are more green than they are brown. So I was just... my brain was defaulting to it's clearly burned out because it's green. But not necessarily. Okay, let's have a look around. Again, I want to take a little bit more time to look through the crates. In the case of this one, I'm just going to break it down because I can't see entirely into it. I want to make sure there's nothing in it. Okay, nothing here. We did actually find, believe it or not, we found found some more matches in a metal container like this one last episode. It was really weird. I haven't seen that happen. Oh, candy bar. I haven't seen that happen in a long time. Metal containers in Interloper are generally empty, in my experience. Okay, we're pretty cold still. I do need to eat. Let's go ahead and eat the candy bar because condition. And we'll go ahead and eat some of these too. Let's go ahead and get up to 1,000 calories just so you don't have to worry about hunger for a while. And then I have explored everywhere around the lake, so with any luck, I need to see how much daylight I've got left. I might be able to make it to the Trapper's Homestead now. It's a bit of a walk, but if nothing gets in my way and the weather doesn't turn sour, which are two really big ifs, then we can make it that direction. 11 hours daylight left. Yeah, we've got lots of daylight left on us. Let's go ahead and drink a little bit, if for no other reason than just to shave almost a pound, 3/4 of a pound off of our encumbrance. Okay. I'm going to look a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't investigated every hut. Crap. Got to do that before I leave. Crap. Where are the wolves? Seriously, where are they? There are normally wolves out on this ice. I'm not complaining. The last time I got to Mystery Lake in this series, there were wolves everywhere when I got here, and it was a little bit stupid. So I don't mind the fact that it's a little bit calmer wolf-wise than usual. But it's strange. It's definitely strange.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Okay, so Jennifer Hale is really cold. That's the message you should be taking away from this. I've been in this hut, but I'm going to check it again. I mentioned in the last episode, tripping over my own words, that I wasn't sure if I had really made sure that there was a hammer or not a hammer in it, and I haven't watched the last episode back. The nice thing about having a very... Okay, the bear is all the way back there again. The nice thing about having a very firm routine that you follow, YouTube-wise, is that it works, and as a result, I very rarely feel that I ever have to double-check the episodes that I put up. I just upload them, and they're good. Very rarely are there any issues. Knock on wood. Alright, lots of cattails here. Worth hanging out in the cold for a little bit. Can't stay out here forever because we are at hypothermia risk again. And we're only at 78% condition, so if anything were to attack us right now, we'd be in trouble. But as we've thoroughly established throughout this entire series, in Interloper, cattails are life. Except when you're paying so much attention to them that you get eaten by a wolf instead. But in every other circumstance, cattails are life. Okay, let's run over here real quick. This corner. Okay, there's not a hammer. Alright. I just didn't trust my memory and wanted to make sure. Alright, so there's the bear. Appears to be standing still. I don't think I'm going to piss it off if I go straight into this cabin. I feel like I'm outside of its detection range. It might start walking toward me, but it's not close enough to charge at me. Yeah, I'm going to give it a wide berth here. Might even be able to check for cattails in the area where it normally walks there. How's my hypothermia risk? 14? Frostbite risk is at 68. That's the bigger problem. Need to get inside before that becomes an issue. Otherwise, I'm going to have frostbite on my head. Frostbitten ears, basically. You hear the bear crows. Which makes sense because we're looking right at a bear. Okay, here's some cedar firewood. A whetstone. Let's go ahead and close this just to be safe. We could technically start a fire in here now that we've got firewood. And that would be a way to warm up. But we don't have enough to keep the fire going, I think, long enough to really get that warm. So, it feels like 24 degrees in here. And there is not... Okay, I need to move relatively quickly here. Let me skim the side here. There might be cattails back there, but I don't have time to double back. I've got to get to the office. Because I'm also tired, so I'm starting to get encumbered. My movement speed is going to slow down. I've got to get rid of this frostbite risk. I've got to stay inside for a little while. So I think we will get to the Trapper's Homestead this episode. But it'll probably be at the very end. I was hoping to make a direct trip, but I forgot how cold I was. Which is not something in a game all about snow that you generally want to forget. Alright, there could be a wolf right here. There's not. I'm really surprised. Alright, let's beeline. We're not that far. We're actually really risking it frostbite-wise. 77%. This is the most I've ever risked frostbite. Frostbite doesn't work like hypothermia. Hypothermia you can catch when you have less than 100% chance, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but my experience with it in the past is that the chance just increases every once in a while, and every now and then the game does a random roll and you might catch hypothermia. But frostbite, you have to go all the way up to 100% frostbite risk. But then you are frostbitten. You're done. Like, you know you're frostbitten, you have no more chances to get out of the cold, and you are permanently scarred. Frostbite is a bitch. It hasn't happened to me yet in the Long Dark. And I wouldn't be all that disappointed if it happened to me in this playthrough. Because, I mean, it's good to showcase the new elements of the game, but I prefer that it didn't. Rumbly tummy. Okay, inside we are. And I guess I can, since I've got matches now, how much wood do I have on me? Actually, not a lot. I mean, I've got this cedar firewood and this reclaimed wood. Well, do I have anything I need to cook? I've got the herbal tea that I need to make. Yeah, let's tell you what. Let's go ahead and do this. Magnifying lens right now is 0 chance of success because we're inside. All right, I've got this book. I don't think I've read that Frozen Angler just yet, so I'll just use this book here. Said we had 4 matches there, but believe me, we have more. That's just one box. So I'm going to start this fire, pile some more wood onto it, and we will definitely warm up quickly in here. And while we're warming up, I'm going to cook all that tea, which will give me cooking skill as well as give me just some extra stuff to have in my inventory. And I can this will be good for getting ready to move across to the homestead, which, again, hopefully the weather is going to be kind today. Mystery Lake is not too volatile in terms of its weather, and we've only survived so far in this run for 8 days, 17 hours. So we should, hopefully, the weather stays good, be able to get over to Trapper's Homestead. I'm just going to cook all of these, and I'll eat the very last one that I make. I'll have 5 total. The only problem is that I'm tired. So that doesn't put me in a good position for making a trip right now. I could rest for a bit. But I don't know, I just really feel like I need to keep moving while my supply situation is as it is. Alright, let's go ahead and drink one of these. Oh, screw it, let's drink 2. Okay, now I still have my rope on me. Oh wait, no I don't. Oh wait, sorry. Brain fart. I don't have rope. Did I just have like a random deja vu moment to... That's what I did. Okay, I was thinking in terms of my previous playthrough. Oh, that's weird. Sorry about that. Just confused the hell out of everyone. Don't have rope. So what's weighing me down so much then? So I was thinking that's what it was. That's what Inceptioned me. Ooh, I have a bunch of cattail heads. That's what it is. I have 10 pounds of cattail heads on me. I can drop some of those. I'm never going to need that many. Actually, you know what? This is also a horrendous waste of a fire, so let me not walk away from that. Reishi mushroom. I can go ahead and cook this. Get some additional cooking skill out of it. Cook a couple of them. Did I not cook all the herbal teas? Was I about to just walk out the front door and not... Yeah, I didn't cook all of them. I thought I cooked 5. Well, I really Inceptioned myself hardcore there. Now, let's heat this tea. Now, heating something up doesn't give you cooking skill, unfortunately. It'd be hilarious if it did. But... Now... Let's drink the hot tea. Yeah, we're really tired. It's kind of risky to be taking a trek like this, but... Let's drop... I'm going to drop 60 of these. Much better. What else am I carrying that's heavy? Don't have an extra antiseptic on me right now. That's right, I did pick up this decent sweatshirt, but I don't think I have a use for it, do I? Let's have a look at that. Oh wow, actually I might. Looks like the sweatshirt might be better than the new plaid shirt. All I need to do is repair it, really. Yeah, let's do that then real quick. That's nice. 16% sewing kit. 7 hours daylight left. Really tired. You know what? I don't want to do it, but I'm going to rest. Oh, sweet! We are now a novice mender. What does that mean? Talk to me. 65% chance of successful repair. Repair time decreased by 10%. So now we will have fewer failures. Thank God. Alright. I'm going to rest for... 4 hours. Because if it gets stormy, it gets stormy, and I won't be able to go anywhere. 3 hours of daylight is enough time. If the weather's good, it's more than enough time to make it to the homestead. And this way, we are rested. So let's go ahead and drink these teas. I'm actually low on water again. All that cooking I did with the water drained me of my actual water. That's annoying. Alright, let's eat one of these. Okay, I've got enough to go on, so let's do this. Let's also, let me double check to make sure that that improvement I just made was actually worthwhile. Yes, it was. Very good. So we got an extra degree of wind protection. And we have less wetness protection, but this is the inner layer, so it doesn't matter as much. So that was a nice switch. That was worth it. I just need something on my head, for God's sake. Feels like 19 degrees. Alright, let's try and take the high road up here so we can see what's going on the other side. Last time I did this, the first time in this series, I was doing this exact same thing and a wolf was coming right toward me through the trees. So that wasn't fun. So I'm not going to go straight through the tree line this time. I just want to make sure there wasn't a wolf like waiting for me right here. Frostbite risk is still 24%. It never completely went away, despite the fact we were standing by a fire cooking all that stuff for all that time. I think you can hear my windbreaker that I'm wearing. There's a sound effect for the windbreaker. That's really cool. Listen for it. You hear it flapping? That's awesome. That's one thing about the Lawn Dark that's always been really impressive. The clothing, the sound effects that you hear when you walk are based upon what you're carrying and what you're wearing. It's true. They've recorded many different types of sound effects depending on what those clothes actually, quote-unquote, sound like. Which is nuts. A little bit of graphical glitching up there. Made me freak out for a minute. Alright, I'm going to move a little bit faster here, especially since I rested and I can afford to run for a little bit. Significantly fewer wolves this time, but we know the main wolf that I need to look out for. That's the one near the dam. Not in the dam. Fluffy's a whole nother story. I don't have a bow and arrow, so my ability to take on Fluffy is limited. Alright. Starting to get pretty chilly. But before I head down toward the homestead, I want to pop over here real quick, because... What's that? Nothing. There are things. 2 metal containers. Anything over here? Anything hiding? Nope. 2 hours daylight left. It's starting to get a little sunsetty. The wind is blowing, of course, opposite the direction I need to be moving. So I'm going to try and hug the rocks. Son of a... There's a wolf right there. Don't see me. Don't see me. Ooh, we just stealth ninja'd away from that wolf. That was not smart, but I was not in a mood to get turned around when we're halfway there. And we are halfway there. Oh. Holy crap. I should have ducked there, but I wanted to move quickly. That's what you call a calculated risk. Which I find I do a fair bit in this game. What's your playstyle for the Lawn Dark? Are you more cautious? Are you more gung-ho? Leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. I've talked over and over. I mean, I just like to be mobile. I like to be going places. Okay, there's a sapling. Do I have other saplings on me still? No, I just have the one. Where did I put down those other saplings? Where did I put them down? I can't remember all of a sudden. I think it was in... It was before I actually got to the transition zone, but I don't remember. Crap. How's my frostbite risk? 49%? Okay, we'll be okay. Got 2 hours daylight left. We're not at frostbite risk just yet, but I do definitely need to get over this next slope. So cross your fingers. This is where we found the hammer last time. If we're lucky, this is where we'll find it again. And if it is where we find it again, that to me could be an indicator. I don't know quite how the random spawning works in the long dark. If it's tied to... if every slot is truly random, then there's no way of predicting it. But if there are patterns instead, if the random stuff is based on randomly generated patterns, so to speak, then the fact that if we found the hammer in the same spot again, there is a stronger likelihood, I might think. Thanks for the creepy music game. There's a stronger likelihood that we might find the fire striker in the same spot. I'm purposefully going up to the high ground for a second here. Alright, don't see any wolves. There's always some stuff back here on this slope. That's what I want to check out real quick before I go to the homestead. Hey, bunny. Hey, bunny. At risk for hypothermia. Okay. Can't be out here forever. No wildlife nearby. Is there a backpack? Because sometimes there is a backpack. There is not a backpack.
Oh, it's goddamn crazy.
But there is Old Man Spirit. Ah, just one. Alright, let's go inside. Can I not hop up there? Ah, it's here. Oh, hey. How many times will a bunny run straight at my face in this run-through, and I think it's a wolf or a bear and start to jump? Okay, no hammer. Oh, wait, hammer! Yes! Sweet! I don't know why it didn't look like it was there. Maybe just from the angle. But okay, so the hammer's here. That's one find taken care of. There's some accelerant, some newsprint, tomato soup. What have you got for me? Let's, yeah, let's use the heavy hammer. Break down this chair, definitely. Get some wood out of that equation. I don't know why I said equation. I have no idea why that word is the one that came out. Let's break down this stuff as well. Let's get some wood. Actually, to tell you the truth, I don't know why I'm doing this, because now that I have the hammer's nice and heavy, I doubt that I'm really going to have room to carry the hammer around. That's some cloth. Yes, it is. Anything in the drawer? No. Sewing kit. We'll check the safe in a minute, I promise. Granola bar. Let's light this baby up. Speaking of backpacks, here's one. Problem solved. Okay. Okay, well, we've got the hammer. That's great news. We are in business forging-wise. Ideally, I would also really like to get a fire striker before I get out of here. Again, the fact that we found one, that might indicate an increased likelihood that there will be one in the spot where we found it previously. So, alright, I'm just going to go flying through this. Okay, that was around 26 or 27. Oh, crap, no, it was around 24. I thought I'd nailed it. There you go, 24. 24-6. Not being as finely tuned with this as I have in the past, am I? 24. Are you serious? That was more like 7. This is embarrassing at this point. I've never dirked this much on a safe. I'm rushing, that's what it is. 24... 7. Okay, that's what it was. 24... 7...
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Yeah, well, we're gonna open this safe first. Chill out. I've been uncommonly mean to the game character. 24/7/40. Uncommonly mean to the game character for the past several attempts. For the past several episodes, I guess I should say. 7. Almost missed that one. And... There it is. Toque. For the love of God, give me a toque. No, not... It's everything that I didn't need. Already got work boots. So I'm just going to harvest these for the leather. Now...
Man, I could eat anything.
Would a hoodie be better than anything I'm wearing at the moment? I'm curious. I've got this light shell on and the Mackinac jacket. Nothing's going to beat either of those items. The hoodie is... There's less wetness protection, but again, it's on the inside, so it doesn't matter. I feel like I need to repair this and find out. It's unfortunately I can't right now. I need to start a fire first. So let's do that. I need more water anyway. So let's go ahead and get let's use one of our matches. I'll use... I have an accelerant, but I'm not going to use it. We've got a 60% chance of starting this fire. With any luck, my fire starting skill will actually go up soon. That would be nice.
Come on, little fire. Oh, that didn't work.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. All right. Okay. Try again. I'm not going to try this over and over. Cannot wait for fire starting skill to go up. It should go up soon because we read an entire frickin' book on it. It should be right about to cross the threshold, given the number of fires I've already started. Which I can check the journal to see how many that is. Okay, now we're... A failure here would be an epic fail. Getting this far down the meter. Especially now that we're hearing happy noises. Fires do sometimes fail at this point.
Oh, yeah.
1 minute.
That's a good one.
Okay, good. Now we got rid of that. Let's go ahead and cook this soup that we found. I forgot about the soup, actually. Nice warm fire. There's our cooking skill, I think. I'm not sure what skill that was. We'll have to look. No, it's fire starting. Okay. About time. Alright, fire starting is now level 2. 55% base chance and a 10% longer fire each time. About bloody time. Alright, so now we need some water, badly. Let's go ahead and melt 0.8 gallons. Honestly, I might even do more after I finish this first. Might do just a little bit more, because we need not only enough to fill us up, but then enough to get us through the night. So I'd rather really stock up on water. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get 0.4 gallons. Yeah, we'll have enough time.
Need a horse.
We're dehydrated, but that's fine. We'll survive. Now let's boil it. Oh, we're 28 minutes into this episode. I'm losing all track of time. Frostbite risk is passed. Yay! 6 hours darkness left. Alright, so let's drink. Let's eat and immediately reduce our thirst meter. Let me eat this too, just to get us through the nights. And I will go ahead and sleep for a solid 8 hours. And on that note, I will also go ahead and cut this episode here. And the next one, well, I think it's pretty clear what we're going to do. We're going to head across to the Unnamed Pond. We're going to head over to the shack over there, which will put us also close to the lookout tower to check there. I'm really hoping for a fire striker, so cross your fingers for me. We'll see how that goes. But I will cut this one here. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video.
Food.
Don't interrupt me, Jennifer. And subscribe to follow along. If you are not subscribed already, I upload new episodes in my, well, just not only Against All Odds Season 3, but simulation, science fiction, and survival content every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.